Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful sunny day here in Ohio? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's sunny, it's warm, it's 41 degrees it says right now. I think the high today is 46, so not going to be as warm as yesterday, but better than negative 15, I'll say it like that.
My spirits are up just because the sun is shining. If it was 41 degrees and gloomy, I'd probably be a little bit. But you know what? I love seeing the sunshine no matter what. We have some things we need to get done. Today would be a great day for maintenance, so we're gonna do some of that.
Yeah, one thing is the plows are gonna come off the truck. We're gonna try to reverse the trend here with the old Mother Nature. So we're gonna take the plows off and hope that triggers things to start going back the other way a little bit. But yeah, first we gotta get some stuff done. Let's see if the car wash works today. This place is kind of like hit or miss.
Hey! He's alive!
So I shared with you guys that there is this Salt Dawn product you can use. I've always found that just soap and water works really well for keeping the salt off our truck. I'm not gonna buy a specialty product to remove anything, but I wanna make sure I get this cleaned off really well here before we go ahead and park it. So I'm just gonna hit it real quick with some soap. All right, you guys have all seen things get washed off. We'll be back in a second.
So those disconnected from the truck.
All right, got the 22 done. Plow off. I'm gonna get the Dodge, do the same exact thing, save you guys from having to rewatch the same thing. TQ is gonna take the 22 and go get the oil change done on it. It's due. So just a lot of maintenance things that take a lot of time, to be honest with you, but stuff that has to be done as well. So make sure you're staying on top of all that. Ground is getting soft. I know somebody commented the other day and said, why don't you just build a shop here if you have the other access road? This is an oil pump road. It's actually owned by my neighbor. Our property goes literally like right to that line. So we don't have the room to put a shop here. We looked into it a few years ago. We were gonna do a small one, but then it would have just, we would have had no backyard left here at the house whatsoever. And it would have been too small to begin with. So that's why we didn't do it.
Come here to Liberty Ford for a oil change. We do their quick lane. But you just come here, you wait in line, and then once that door there opens, they'll call you in there and you just drive on in. All right, they finished up the oil change. I'm just waiting to pay and get out of here. All right, so I got the oil changed here, got it all done. It takes about a half an hour of your time once you pull into the garage. just about every oil change is about a half an hour. So if you have cars waiting in front of you, you know, make sure you have the time to do it. But next step for this truck is a deep cleaning. We got to get all that back there cleaned out, and the dash is just nasty. So got some maintenance to do, some cleaning and everything. But it's a beautiful day, good day to do it. Love the sunshine.
All right, so that Dodge, ever since we got it put on there, it's always stuck a little bit. So as you saw when I went to back up, it was stuck. So I had to lift it off by hand. It's mainly the right side. I'm probably a bit unlevel here, but it's even in the driveway at the house when we took it off a few times, it wanted to grab a little bit more there. So it might need a slight adjustment. Figured real quick while I was here, I'd give you a salt bunker update. And as you can see, nice and dry. So that's really all I wanted to do here. We're hoping taking those off will get old Mother Nature moving again. We'd like to I'd like to at least go through another 25 ton of salt if we could, but I guess we will wait and see. You're at the mercy of Mother Nature, so nothing we can do about it other than play the game when the game is wanting to be played. All right, so typically I don't like removing the plows once we put them on for the season, but you know, the trucks have been sitting now for pretty much about 2 weeks, I'd say, with no activity. And you know, it's nice to get that weight off the front end to give them a bit of a break as well. Normally with the plows down, it's holding the front end a little bit up in the air. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but when the plow goes down, it lifts the front end of the truck up, which reduces the weight off of the springs and, you know, suspension. But it's also nice to take all that weight, that, you know, 1,000, 1,200 pound, whatever the plows weigh, off the front end and just allow things to kind of settle back to normal driving conditions. I will say the dump truck is a bit more rougher of a ride without that weight out front. But I don't typically like taking the plows off all winter long. I like to just put them on, leave them on, and then, you know, that's what I've always done, and it's worked really well for us. But I know some guys and gals out there, they like removing them after every storm, but they also daily drive a lot of their trucks. Most of the time we're not driving these unless we're working or doing estimates. So I know some of you tell us we should pressure wash at home to save money, and I agree with that. But when it's super cold, the last thing you want to do, especially because we don't have a shop yet, is to be busting out you know, pressure washers, because then they'll freeze and bust. But I am going to get the mats out of this and give them a good spray off. Everything just gets disgusting. I'll bring you guys back whenever we're done here. It's gonna take me probably 5-10 minutes. Dump truck's nice and clean. I know this stuff's kind of boring, guys. That's why I chose not to film a lot of it. But it is part of business and part of maintenance that you do have to do if you're in snow removal, especially during the winter time. Got the floors cleaned out as best as possible. I could go really into detail and sweep all this out, but old man winter is not over by any means. Typically in the springtime, right before the season kicks off, I'd have the trucks detailed in depth, and they'll get all of that out because you don't want that salt sitting down in your floorboards. But just stays on top of the overall maintenance. Whew, them Dodge mirrors do not give you much room. Believe it or not, I tried to buy this car wash years ago. It's in bad shape. But still working, operational. I was wondering what this guy was. He has a sign in his window. It says Stark County Auditor Appraiser. I don't know. Maybe they're coming to see if there's any value left in this place. Just hopped into Isuzu, but not for a car wash. Gonna run out the Line-X to see about getting rid of that god-awful green bed on this thing. Really, I'm just looking for estimates, whether it would be more cost-effective to Line-X it or to just have it painted black. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. TQ is still getting the oil change. She said the line was long. So everybody else must have had the same idea I did here on this nice, beautiful, sunny Ohio day. But yeah, I don't want to be confused with a local company to us, which is a huge company that runs a very similar ugly green like that color. So yeah, we're gonna run out and see what they say, how much it would cost to Line-X it, if it can be Line-X, and then potentially get a price as well to see about having it painted black. So trying to stay ahead of the curve and take advantage of this nice weather. So I'll be back when we get there. All right, came here probably 2-3 weeks ago and they were actually closed. We've used Line-X many times. They just expanded though, they're huge now. I don't think they're using the front door just yet. The last time I came here, you had to go through this back side door, and then there's actually another door that goes inside as well. See an Isuzu right over there hiding. So I went in that door and it's actually now the, I guess, shop area. So I'm gonna try the front door this time and see. It's changed since the last time I was in here when we brought TQ's Tahoe to get her windows tinted. All right guys, big shout out to the owner here for coming out looking at it. As of right now, they're super busy. They're doing big commercial stuff like that. So this isn't something that they could get in anytime soon. And anyways, I told him, I said, hey, I appreciate your honesty, just telling me, you know, because I am looking to get something done. I mean, even if it comes down to me rattle canning this baby, that green's got to go bye-bye. But no, they just pretty much stripped this brand new truck. I'll show you real quick. I'll swing over here. So had to take all they're taking all the doors off of it so they can Line-X the inside the boxes and all of that. So, and then that building is packed full as well. So I always appreciate when people tell me straight up, you know, you can appreciate honesty. Even if it's not what you want to hear, you know, you can still appreciate honesty. So let's book it on out of here, and I guess we'll check into maybe seeing about getting something painted. All right, so Line-X was kind of a bust. It is what it is. If people are busy, they're busy, and this is the time of year, you know, heading towards spring. Everybody knows. But man, this was all frozen early this morning, and I literally just backed up here and darn near sank. So gonna have to do some maintenance on this spring for sure. Get some bigger rock brought in and fill in some of these bad spots. But anyways, I talked with Noah Olellis once again. I know some of you guys are like, you have Noah and his guys do a lot of stuff. Well, the thing is Noah has an in-house mechanic, and it's been a slow winter for the most part. So he's looking for work for his guys to keep them busy as well. And hey, if I need things done, they do good work, they get us taken care of, and hey, it works out beneficial for everybody. It gets what I need done, keeps his guys working a little bit. So that's why I use Noah. And I just got off the phone with Noah, and he said they can paint that, no problem. And he's gonna work me up a price. Yes, I always pay Noah for everything. I pay everybody that does anything on this channel for everything, guys. I never ask anybody for free, and I never ask anybody for any kind of handouts. If they're doing work for us, they get paid. So anyways, Noah's gonna work me up a price, send me over a time, and yeah, they're gonna go ahead and get that landscape body painted for us. So it won't be ugly green anymore.